Hey, my fellow multidimensionals. It's Asia, founder of multidimensionalu.com. In this weekly vlog, I am really excited to talk to you about the further clarity I myself have on the importance of the emotional body as part of our multidimensional ecosystem and metaphysical anatomy. So I recently worked with someone and channeled some pretty amazing planetary work through her field. And the kind of precursor to us launching into that involved improving our understanding of what the emotional body, what its function truly is. And so it is a bridgeway, a causeway between the mental body and the spiritual body, or the spirit body. And so you can imagine when the emotional body is neglected, ignored, suppressed, maligned, rejected, kind of all the hallmarks of, modern toxic masculine, that kind of hyper patriarchal, competitive, self-serving paradigm, there is a major disconnect in a person's field between the intellect and, of course, the spirit body. And so what they're telling me right now is it limits humanity's experience of reality to one dimension, and a very limited experience at that, one that is overly intellectual and mental, devoid of heart, and certainly not connected to higher dimensional inspiration, the amazing artifacts and paradigms that can come from that connection to one's spirit body, the higher self. So humanity's task ahead is truly that of healing the emotional body. So it's like repairing that causeway. The heart chakra, the heart center itself, I've repeatedly channeled, is not just an energy center. It is actually a portal. It is a very, very powerful multidimensional portal. It can facilitate amazing astral travel, interdimensional, intergalactic travel, all of that. So again, when that is shut down and ignored, you see, at the individual level, you are relegated to a very finite, linear, limited experience of reality. I jokingly call this phenomenon brains in jars. Our modern culture has really put the intellect on a pedestal. And so it can be very difficult to come back into any sort of feeling state when you've been so conditioned to be, and rewarded to be, in just a thinking state. As the planet goes through massive deconstruction, which we're seeing across kind of all aspects of civilization at this point in time, if you're talking about linear time, it is imperative that we restore this connection to the emotional body. The emotional body is up and running. Now, of course, what happens? There's a lot of pain that has never been processed, right? A lot of people have even popped out of their bodies, aren't fully in their physical body. So there can be a lot of resistance to doing this, right? That there is no way around it, under it. There's only through it and repairing it as we go. So this, I guess, is the clarion call to really embrace your emotional healing. Ending trauma cycles, ending the blame game, taking full responsibility for how you feel, changing your victim narratives, letting go of old stories of the past. Sure, people may have literally hurt you emotionally or physically, and yet does that need to keep playing in your field over and over again, right? So these are really exciting times for planet Earth, and as the Starseed Way Showers, it is incumbent upon us to role model a different way, right? Rather than staying kind of in the status quo. So you are definitely in the right place, and we know divine right timing is at work if this message is really resonating for you. And what they're telling me now is that for many of you, you're going to see this process at work for others. So just having an understanding of why the situation is what it is, and having compassion and creating a very high vibrational, unconditionally loving field is one of the most powerful contributions you can make to people who are in that process of trying to restore their emotional body to its vital role that it plays at this time. All right, so I hope that's helpful for you all. Let me just tune in and see if there's anything else that wants to come through. what I'm being told to share right now is that the number one cause for heart shutdown and emotional body shutdown to still be at play is an unwillingness to forgive. So forgiving oneself, forgiving others, all of that. And I'm just, the passage, that teaching from Yeshua of forgive those who have trespassed against you, very powerful teaching, because that's what's going to set you free more than anything else, right? It's like trudging around a heavy container full of really heavy chains is what it feels like. They're giving me that analogy. So unburdening yourself through forgiveness will also unblock that heart center and begin to rebuild your emotional body that provides this, critical function in your metaphysical anatomy. Awesome. All right. I love you all so much. I hope you have a wonderful week, and go easy on yourselves, love yourselves, but definitely get out of victim mode at this point. All right. Talk to you soon.